The album turns 25 later this year. What was the reaction from the consumers, your peers, when that album dropped the fall of '96?
Man, it was a lot of love. It was a lot of love. You know, it was nothing bad. I think I did catch some hate from folks because, you know, again, the whole Chicago, New York thing, you know, they kind of had a thing about a New Yorker getting a record deal, I want from here type thing. But other than that, and it was very minimal. Other than that, though, it was a lot of love, it was a lot of respect. And it was respect abroad too, from cats. When I would go to New York, I remember bumping into Evil D. He knew what was going on, and he was like, "Yo, I got your record." Blah 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 blah. Like, folks definitely received it well. And I didn't have any real, you know. I mean, I was done performed just about everywhere. The only problem was back then is that Chicago at the time, though they had a scene, though they had the talent, there was no industry here. So in the industry equation was the challenge, because no matter where you performed or whatever, still there wasn't any industry here, you know. So making your way could get challenging. And then you had groups like Crucial Conflict who are from here, and Do or Die who are from here, and that represents that other scene that I was talking about, you know. And the real, like the audience, the crowd that I was really a part of was kind of, in the scheme of things, maybe a little bit of the misfits of you know, what was going on in Chicago. Right. It wasn't tied to like gang culture or none of that. It was just some hip hop shit. And you know, a lot of gangbangers, and they be like, "Man, get that hip hop shit out of here." You know, it was that kind of flavor for some folks. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, man. You know, sometimes I lose my train of thought.
Oh, we all do.
What was you saying again?
Just the reaction from.
Oh, the reaction. Everybody was good. Good energy. A lot of respect. It did lead to even more relationships. It led to even more voiceover work, maybe too. When I first started doing voiceovers, they was mostly rap commercials, and then from there, I went to doing, you know, more scripts and stuff like that. But it was the album was well received. It was well received at the time, and it continued to be, you know, well received, you know, amongst folks. You know, better than I even figured, you know, better than I even know. And I guess I didn't pay attention, or don't pay attention to it sometimes. And at the time, the way that the label had folded, you know, I really didn't think people had access or knew about the music as much as they did. But, you know, I'm definitely humbled and honored that, you know, I was able to make the impression. I love that it was able to be the jump off for the Ye situation. And, you know, like I said, man, it represented and represents kind of just how I get down, you know what I mean? And just by giving somebody a yes instead of the no's that they've been hearing, it gives them the opportunity to, you know, show what they got and this, that, and the other. And, you know, and just from that, you know, you get all of what we're dealing with right now. You know, we get, in some way, shape, or form, we get history made, you know what I mean? And so that's beautiful.
Overall, were you pleased with your project? Anything you would have changed? Was there any guest appearances that didn't happen? Any producers that were supposed to make it? Was Grav overall?
Oh, it would have been even more folks on there for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Had I had as much, I did have a good amount of creative control, but I didn't have the last word. Like, even Ye producing most of the album was a result of a label decision, because again, his work ethic had him with catalog. It would have been probably more Andy C tracks on there, if the label if we had deadline and the music was good already and the whole nine. It really was tight, you know. And but as far as folks that didn't make it, I had one song that didn't make it was me, Fully G, and God Bless the Dead, my dude, Boney Flawless. It was a song called Money in the Mind. That didn't make it. Grapevine would have been on there. My other little bro, he a DJ. He go by Broadway, legendary Broadway. He Lil Nas X DJ, but he would have been on the album if the circumstances had permitted. Rubber Room would have probably been on there. It's a few folks that would have, you know, had the time and the creative control on another level been there. There's a number of folks that would have probably been on there. But overall, it's just about, you know, it's the creative energy, and then there's business, and you know, you always got to trim the fat, and folks will let you know what they're gonna rock with. You know, when it comes to record deals, man, you know, it's not people really be bugging. The artists be bugging to me sometimes, because artists are very. I've been blessed to be able to be an artist, but I'm a businessman too. So I understand the different sides, and artists don't. And artists don't take into account what the label is doing and the amount of capital that got to be spent, and the fact that it's not your money. And the label is going to have the last say at the end of the day. But I was very happy with where we got to it. We all felt very accomplished. I do remember the last day of recording, us leaving Streeterville, was me, Ye. I know it was me, Ye, really though. I don't remember if GLC was there, but I know really though was there, if I can remember right. Because we didn't know what time of day it was when we finished. We had no idea if it was nighttime, if it was daytime, or what really. And we got outside. And I remember we got some niggas like, damn, we done. Like, yo, we finished. And everybody dapped up and great job and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, the rest was history, man. You know, so, yeah, you're making me think about that.
No doubt.
Yeah, in a nice little minute.